And welcome back to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. We are done speaking with villagers, and we are done learning the name of one of the actual green guys in this game. What was his name again? Mallet?
Never forget. The only green guy thus far who actually gets represented by his actual name.
Anyway, now we are going through Hoohoo Mountain. Beating up these little bean creatures that are basically Goombas in this kingdom.
Gotta love how everything is so similar in this kingdom, yet just a tiny bit different.
Yeah, and I think that's what really makes this game stand out, if I gotta be honest. Like, it's different enough that it doesn't grow stale.
It's got a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Throughout these areas, you can read the signs, and they will give you nice tips and tricks on what you should do on the game. But, you know, again, seeing as I do have plenty of experience on this game, I'm not going to be reading the signposts at all.
So the signposts replace the villagers from the very first level.
Yeah.
So in the next level, the signposts will become important, and then the villagers will be outdated. And then there'll be writing in the sand to tell you tips and tricks. Also, is that supposed to be like dry bones?
It is dry bones. This is this kingdom's dry bones, yes.
It almost feels like instead of being in another kingdom, we're in an alternate universe.
Well, that's answered here on Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. You're welcome. You may have noticed that there are small circles on the grounds. I don't know if you've been noticing them or not. With the circles that has a little small X on it. And if you haven't, well, I'm pretty sure you'll notice it eventually. But we don't have a bro stunt that we can use to dig out something that's in those grounds. What the hell am I saying? We don't have the bro stunts at the moment to utilize. And I was thinking about coming back over here, but spoiler warning, I don't. So.
I'm saying, classic fashion, you have to go backwards once you learn a skill to reveal secrets.
Yeah, no, I don't. Because this isn't the 3DS version, like, in the sense that I'm power hungry. Like, I'm not constantly grinding on these things to make the brothers more powerful. I'm just here to get a move on.
So, I assume you've gone back to those holes in other playthroughs, though.
Oh yeah, I have plenty of time.
So what's in them?
There's going to be a variety of beans that we're going to be gathering in this game. There's a total of 4 of them, and one of them is known as chuckle beans. Chuckle beans are the ones that we dig out from those small circles. Okay. And there's more than enough chuckle beans to go around. You can only carry 99 at a time, however. So
only 99.
Yeah, only 99. Because what's different about the 3DS version compared to this version of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is the amount of beans that you use to create additional stat power-ups known as blends. So, like, comparing, I think if I remember correctly, on the 3DS version, they need you to use 10 beans in total to create a blend. On this version, it's 25.
Wow. Also now I want coffee.
But to be fair, they do give you more additional stats on this version compared to the 3DS version. So the 3DS version only gives you +2 stats. This version gives you +4.
Okay, so that's not an unfair exchange.
No, it's not. And so I'm only going to be utilizing all these beans to make one blend each because although it is nice to be a power-hungry whore from time to time, I don't think it's necessary to have your stats all the way up to beat the game. If you want to be a power-hungry whore, go for it, but it's not really necessary to beat this game. I think this game does a fine enough job with your base stats that you don't need the additional stats.
And they're not like collectibles.
No, they're not collectibles. Although, whatever blend that you make for the first time, you will get a new accessory item that you can use in this game. And it is considered a side quest. So, yes, I am going to be getting each blend and completing that side quest as well. So you'll at least know that, whatever beans you need to gather for each blend or whatever.
I don't remember if we talked about this already, but did you complete every side quest in this game then, or no?
I did, yes, I did.
Okay.
I will be showing off all the side quests in this game. In fact, there is going to be a video dedicated to all the side quests, so I hold the side quests before I enter the final dungeon in this game.
Okay.
Because just like any other typical RPG that's of this style, once you go through the final dungeon, like, I guess in a sense, there's no new game plus in this game, just so you know. So like, whatever save point that you find yourself in at the final dungeon, whenever you beat the game, there's no new game plus option. It's just going to start you at your last save block. So
damn,
it's better to just do the side quests before you go through the final dungeon.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So question for you here,
Yes.
and maybe the audience as well. Do you think side quests can make or break an RPG game?
I honestly think it depends on the game itself. Like, if you enjoy the game, like for me, for example, I never really care for side quests. Like, I never even completed all the side quests on Final Fantasy XIV Online just because there's so fucking many of them. And yeah, you get like emotes and money and stuff like that, but I don't have the fucking time for that, damn it. But in this game, it's not too bad. And then the only other game that I can count off the top of my head that I can stand doing side quests is Borderlands 2. So for me, it just depends on the game itself.
Which I think is a fair answer.
But now we are doing a challenge to appeal to whatever the fuck this guy is. He is here to test our strength before we continue onwards to Hoohoo Mountain.
Testing our strength or agility.
Skill or agility, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, to be fair, this would definitely be testing Luigi's strength to repeatedly be holding Mario up like this.
Yeah, you have to collect all 10 of these spheres before the time limit is up. The next test is to defeat him in battle.
So, Luigi's out here being the real MVP.
Yep. So the trick to this battle is you want to destroy both pillars to reveal the actual boss itself. Because, yeah, he can transform back and forth between pillars. And you won't be able to actually, damage him. So that's the tip for this boss fight in particular. You want to utilize one brother to do the bros attack on the boss itself while you utilize the other brother to destroy the pillar. Because this boss does go back and forth between pillars.
So you'd always have a no pillar.
Exactly. And this is still technically the beginning of the game, so these boss battles are going to be easy. For now.
Still teaching you some general mechanics.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it. Oh, and even though you do have the option to run, you cannot run away from boss battles. You can, however, run away from the other battles, but it does come at a price. If you run away from a normal battle, you will be losing your coins in the process.
All of your coins?
Not all your coins, only some of them. Okay. Coins will be flying out of each brother as you escape from the battle, so... On the 3DS version, they completely removed that. So if you run away, you just run away. You don't lose your coins.
I kind of don't like that. I prefer, you having some punishment for running away.
Yeah. But we have defeated the totem guy. I forget his name already. I'm not going to be remembering names for every single boss, just so you guys know.
You know whose name I still remember?
Mallet?
Yes. And I'm glad you remember him too.
So I go out of my way to collect these syrups and mushrooms right now. In fact, the majority of this game, I am going to be going through all the blocks. Because although you do earn coins from each battle or whatever, it is quite pricey to pick up items from the item shops, and especially when you're buying equipment. So it's best to just find these question blocks and just get the items. We are introduced to a new enemy, which is actually from Super Mario Brothers World, the T-Rex. If you happen to stomp on him, he will grow short, as you can see. If you don't jump on him at all and he starts attacking, then you are not going to clear that jump to dodge his move. So you have to at least jump on him once before you can properly counterattack the enemy. This game is so unique to let you know that you got to pay attention to these things.
I love this world's dry boats.
Where they're actually on their four legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's a circle with X right now. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be going after Chuckle Beans because we do need a handful of them. Only a handful.
Just enough for a cup of coffee.
Pretty much, yes. Now, I did say that Chuckle Beans are one of the beans that you collect. There are 4 of them in total. There's also Woo Beans, which are the green ones that you can get from battles and other locations that I can't name off the top of my head at the moment. There are also Hoo Beans, where you just collect them from certain blocks. Well, like there's different blocks in this game, by the way. I don't know if you would notice that by now, but there are different blocks, and some of them will have Hoo Beans, and that's another way to. That's the one way of collecting Hoo Beans. The only other way to gather Hoo Beans is clearing mini games, and the same can be said for He Beans, which are only exclusive rewards that you get for completing mini games. So I go out of my way to gather enough beans to make one blend of each type. And there's a total, I think, 7 types of blends that we're going to be making in this game.
Alright.
I could have waited until the second to last video to explain that, but I might as well explain it now.
You just might need to repeat it once we get there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't know what else I can really say. This is Hoohoo Mountain. Hope enjoy your stay.
If you like green beans, this is the place for you.
Yeah, pretty much. So, what was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. Fuck me.
After we
we're essentially at the end of this dungeon, but I screw up a few times here because it's like, oh, well, I want that block. You see me making that quick decision. It's like, I want that block down. So we're going to be stuck here for a few minutes because I do fail a few times trying to get this fucking block.
I mean, you do better than I at this platformy-esque type of deal.
So I'm very curious because I know you watch playthroughs of certain games and whatnot. Do you rely on... okay, well, not rely to say, but are you satisfied with just watching someone play comparing to actually playing the game itself?
No. It depends on the game.
Oh.
If it's a game... sometimes I'll watch games and go, yeah, that would be fun to play, but I wouldn't actually be very good at it. Case in point, something like this.
Right.
I would get frustrated trying to do this over and over again, because it's, for some reason, platforming and jumping with, like, certain timings and stuff is just something I'm not good at.
And that's fair.
Yeah. But if it's a lot of, like, story-based games or... like, even, like, say, the Telltale games.
Yeah.
I found those by watching a playthrough. And I stopped watching the playthrough to get the games and play through it first.
And that's fair because, you know, story-driven games, if you're, like, for example, like, I knew little to nothing about The Walking Dead. I could care less about the TV show. I can care less about the comics. But the Telltale games, however...
They're really good.
Yeah, no, they really are. And I don't think you have to be a Walking Dead fan to realize that.
Similarly with another prime example, at least, is Outer Worlds from Obsidian. The same person who I watch do a lot of Fallout videos, which is a game I play already. They started doing an Outer Worlds series when it first came out. And I got a few videos in and went, no, I need this game. And so I then played the game and went back to watch the series afterwards.
I guess to answer my own question, I always have to rely on watching at least a video to see what I'm getting myself into before I decide to play it myself. But anyway, that's the end of this part. We'll see you in the next part of Mario Luigi Superstar Saga.
Remember Mallet.